afternoon sun dips below the western mountain peak, casting a magnificent saffron illumination upon everything we seek. I sit on the hilltop, watching the long shadows stretch across the lawn, feeling a deep gratitude for the beautiful path we are currently on. The harsh glare of the midday stress has completely expired, replaced by a comfort and warmth that leaves our spirits inspired. I open up my vintage instrument case, catching the radiant ray, an exquisite sonic celebration to conclude this memorable day. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. Timeless melodies soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. I performed under a million synthetic stadium halogen lamps, spent freezing nights in uncomfortable muddy backstage camps, but no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into a sacred immortal highway. The gentle breeze carries the sweet fragrance of blossoming clover, and reassuring confirmation that our long spiritual winter is finally over. Your hand rests upon my shoulder, completely steady and strong, providing the absolute reassurance that this is where I belong. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. Timeless melodies soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully realistic brink. The light is so pure, our future is sure. Basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. Timeless melodies soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. Golden hour, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. An antique parlor guitar sits abandoned in the corner of the dusty stage. Its varnish is peeling, its wood tells the story of an angrier age. I run my fingers across the metal wires, finding tension and rust, a monument to beautiful melodies that have now dissolved into dust. I snapped a silver E string while trying to force a passionate bend, a sudden sharp metaphor for a relationship we could no longer defend. We pushed our expectations far beyond what the instrument could bear. Now we are left with the echoing silence of our mutual despair. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony has gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm has faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. I remember when every chord we struck felt effortless and pure. We possessed a magical medicine that could any emotional ailment cure. But fame is a greedy salesman that buys your soul for a shiny dime, leaving you stranded, out of tune and completely out of time. The piano pedal sticks holding on to notes that should have passed away, a haunting resonance that reminds me of everything we failed to say. We were so busy projecting our voices to the back rows of the theater hall that we never noticed our private foundation beginning to crumble and fall. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm has faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our created pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. tuned, every creative ego wounded. But listen close to the space between. The most beautiful song we've ever seen. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start. Stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart, broken strings, but we can still sing. Let the new music begin. Yeah, let it ring. The crescent moon exerts its invisible gravitational pull tonight, altering the vast aquatic landscape beneath the pale starry light. I float upon the saltwater surface, completely letting go of control, allowing the oceanic currents to wash over my exhausted, weary soul. My wooden raft moves aimlessly across the dark marine floor, no longer searching for the boundaries of a familiar earthly shore. The heavy weights of expectation have dissolved into the deep abyss, leaving me in a state of absolute, unbothered therapeutic bliss. The massive undercurrent shift, changing our trajectory and path, erasing each mathematical calculation and every bitter aftermath. We surrender our rigid direction to the ancient wisdom of the sea, carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides, to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No one's required to navigate this beautiful maritime stream. We are floating weightless inside a magnificent aquatic dream. I spent half a century fighting against the natural flow of time, trying to climb the highest peaks, committing an emotional crime. But this liquid surrender provides a far more profound release, guiding my frantic intellect toward an unprecedented inner peace. Phosphorescent organisms illuminate the dark water below, creating a surreal underwater constellation that starts to glow. We don't need a map, a compass, or a modern satellite guide, when we can simply trust the natural rhythm of the changing tide. The massive undercurrent shift, changing our trajectory and path, erasing each mathematical calculation and every bitter aftermath. We surrender our rigid direction to the ancient wisdom of the sea, carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides, to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No one's required to navigate consciousness into a singular collective soul, no longer anchored to the static grievances of the solid land. Tonight we are just stardust, floating far away from the sand, flowing so deep into the cosmic sleep. Let the water guide, nowhere left to hide. Carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No one's required to navigate this beautiful maritime stream. Inside a magnificent aquatic dream, drifting tides carrying us out to the open sea, finally unburdened, wild and entirely free. Just float away. The fireplace crackles, throwing warmth across the polished oak floor as the chilly autumn atmosphere creeps underneath the heavy front door. I pour 2 portions of apple cider into handmade ceramic bowls, watching the comfort and radiance rejuvenate our weary traveling souls. Your eyes reflect the golden illumination of the dancing pine logs, erasing the lingering fatigue from navigating the coastal morning fogs. I tune my acoustic instrument, finding a sweet resonant vibration, a perfect sonic accompaniment to this intimate domestic vacation. The seasonal transition brings a beautiful comfort and shift, lifting our heavy spirits like a miraculous unexpected gift. We feel the internal elevation as the creative blocks begin to drift, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable, warm and right. Let the flickering shadows dance upon the living room wall. We possess everything we need to survive the coming winter squall. Seek excitement within the frantic glare of the stadium spotlight, believing that temporary adrenaline was the ultimate artistic height. But this domestic tranquility provides a far deeper spiritual satisfaction, protecting my sensitive mind from the danger of ego-driven distraction. The scent of cinnamon and roasted chestnuts fills the cozy space as I trace the elegant, wise lines etched upon your handsome face. We don't need excessive luxury or a complicated material scheme when this humble fireplace provides the foundation of our shared dream. The seasonal transition brings a beautiful, comforting shift, lifting our heavy spirits like a miraculous, unexpected gift. We feel the internal elevation as the creative blocks begin to drift, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable. The coming winter squall. Let the temperature drop outside, let the frost cover the window pane. We've constructed an internal furnace that no blizzard can drain, an eternal source of inspiration born from mutual respect and care, a brilliant, indestructible light that we are blessed to share. Feel the warmth grow in the fireplace, show safe and secure. Our devotion is pure, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable, warm and right. Let the flickering shadows dance upon the living room wall. We possess everything we need to survive the coming winter squall. Amber glow, keeping the cold world at bay, guiding our steps along the way. So warm, so bright. Antique parlor guitar sits abandoned in the corner of the dusty stage. Its varnish is peeling, its wood tells the story of an angrier age. I run my fingers across the metal wires, finding tension and rust, a monument to beautiful melodies that have now dissolved into dust. I snapped a silver E string while trying to force a passionate bend, a sudden sharp metaphor for a relationship we could no longer defend. We pushed our expectations far beyond what the instrument could bear, But fame is a greedy salesman that buys a soul for a shiny dime, leaving you stranded out of tune and completely out of time. The piano pedal sticks holding on to notes that should have passed away, a haunting resonance that reminds me of everything we failed to say. We were so busy projecting our voices to the back rows of the theater hall that we never noticed our private foundation beginning to crumble and fall. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm is faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled make it uniquely ours, a scarred masterpiece born from surviving these dark, turbulent hours. Unwound, untuned, every creative ego wounded. But listen close to the space between the most beautiful song we've ever seen. Staring at these broken streams, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. Broken strings, but we can still sing. Let the new music begin. Yeah, let it ring. No permanent address listed inside my tattered leather book. Just a collection of panoramas that my wandering eyes took. I pack light, carrying nothing but a melody inside my chest, refusing the predictable comfort of a traditional nest. My boots are scuffed from exploring the gravel paths of Europe's edge. I slept on mountain peaks and beneath a crumbling castle ledge. Society offers a blueprint for a quiet, sedentary life, but I prefer the unpredictable wind, the creative struggle and strife. We are the architects of an unconventional, nomadic design, crossing invisible borders where our independent paths align, trading security for a glimpse of the transcendent divine, guided by nothing but the instincts of a vagabond soul, refusing to let the modern establishment take total control. We find our citizenship within the chords of a traveling song. Roaming through the wilderness is exactly where we belong. I met wealthy merchants who owned towers made of polished stone, yet they spent their miserable evenings sitting completely alone. They accumulated fortunes but lost their capacity to feel, forgetting the simple magic of an organic campfire meal. Your laughter has the texture of a wild forest trail, telling stories of survival through a fierce winter gale. We don't need titles, deeds, or a fancy gilded frame when the open horizon remembers our authentic name. We are the architects of an unconventional, nomadic design, crossing invisible borders where our independent paths align, trading security for a glimpse of the transcendent divine, guided by nothing but the instincts of a vagabond soul, refusing to let the modern establishment take total control. We find our citizenship within the chords of a traveling song. Roaming through the wilderness is exactly where we belong. And if the trail disappears beneath a blanket of leaves, we'll follow the alignment that the constellation weaves. No maps can capture the geometry of where we want to go, when our inner compass understands what the maps can never know. Keep walking on until the night is gone. No walls to buy, leave everything behind, guided by nothing but the instincts of a vagabond soul, refusing to let the modern establishment take total control. We find our citizenship within the chords of a traveling song. Roaming through the wilderness is exactly where we belong. Vagabond soul, keep moving with the breeze, past the hills and across the seven seas. Just keep roaming. Dim light and overhead haze floating through the crowded pub. A late night sanctuary away from the daily corporate hub. The saxophone player is leaning against the brick veneer, blowing a sultry phrase that chases away every inhibition and fear. I'm sitting in the corner booth, watching the incense spiral high, sipping a tumbler of scotch, catching your mysterious eye. The drummer drops a syncopated beat that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation, making our separate paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive cologne, a sacred playground where nobody has to spend the evening alone. We are melting into the tempo, entering a hypnotic zone, caught up inside this infectious smoky groove tonight, where the boundaries blur beneath the purple velvet light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structure of the world far away. Far away. I've played in grand concert halls across the European continent, but nothing matches this basement club's organic element. Your hips move like water flowing down a mountain stream, turning this casual encounter into an everlasting dream. The electric keyboard plays a cascading jazz progression so fine, sending a delicious shiver straight down my sensitive spine. We don't need a formal introduction or a complicated phrase when our synchronized movement speaks through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive cologne, a sacred playground where nobody has to spend the evening alone. We are melting into the tempo, entering a hypnotic zone, caught up inside this infectious smoky groove tonight, where the boundaries blur beneath the purple velvet light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structure of the world far spirits connect. Feel the smoke rise. Look through the disguise. Keep the groove tight. On through the night. Caught up inside this infectious smoky groove tonight, where the boundaries blur beneath the purple velvet light. Let the rhythm dictate The old iron lighthouse casts a rotating beam across the dark Atlantic Sea. A faithful guardian guiding maritime travelers back to where they ought to be. I stand upon the wooden pier, breathing salty maritime atmosphere, watching the distant cargo ships slowly drop anchor as they draw near. My sailboat glides smoothly past the rocky breakwater boundary line, following the crimson and emerald markers that indicate safety divine. After months of exploring treacherous global currents and uncharted space, I'm finally returning to the comfort and sanctuary of your sweet embrace. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. I've survived fierce hurricanes near the unpredictable Cape of Good Hope, felt the terrifying power of massive waves testing my vessel's rope. But no oceanic triumph matches the profound relief I experience now as I step onto the stable dock and fulfill my silent homecoming vow. I secure the thick hemp lines to the iron cleats with absolute precision, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance vision. We don't need to roam the wide planet searching for a hidden treasure chest when this quiet coastal village offers the ultimate spiritual rest. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as a gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. A beautiful geographic spot free from constant migratory frustration. We can dismantle the sails and let the engine completely cool down. Tonight we are just two grateful citizens of this quiet coastal town, safe on the shore, roaming no more. The voyage is done, a new life begun, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Harbor lights shining so clear, knowing that you are finally here. Welcome home. sign flashes through the condensation on the saloon window pane. Bartender is polishing old glasses, trying to ignore the sound of the rain. You walked in with your collar up, smelling of tobacco, smoke, and gasoline. The most intriguing gentleman the sleepy southern lounge has ever seen. I took a stool right beside you, kicking off the mud from my leather boots. Two weary travelers searching for a place to replant our severed roots. I ordered a double pour of that dark amber elixir from Kentucky's finest hill. We didn't say a single word, but the restless world suddenly stood still. There is a sweet intoxication in the way our glances collide and mesh, a primal current circulating underneath the surface of our mortal flesh. We are drinking down the worries that we no longer wish to possess. Oh, sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim lit sanctuary tonight with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. I spent years chasing phantom fortunes across the Mississippi Delta plains, blinded by ambition, bound tight by invisible emotional chains. But one sip of your laughter completely shattered my cynical defense, bringing back a long-lost feeling of innocence and spiritual sense. My fingers trace the rim of the glass as you spin a fascinating tale of broken stages, midnight trains, and highways lost in a foggy veil. Your voice has the texture of velvet mixed with gravel from the road, slowly lifting from my shoulders a heavy multi-generational load. There is a sweet intoxication in the way our glances collide and mesh, a primal current circulating underneath the surface of our mortal flesh. We are drinking down the worries that we no longer wish to possess. A sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim lit sanctuary tonight with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. Feels warm and bright. The bottle is running low, but our spirits are soaring incredibly high. Underneath this corrugated tin roof, beneath an unbothered southern sky, we don't need a guarantee of tomorrow or a intoxicating salvation in the absolute here and now. Just a little taste, no need for foolish haste. Let the warmth spread deep inside, nowhere left to hide. Oh, sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim sanctuary tonight, with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. Sweet bourbon, keeping the cold world at bay. Just wash it all away. One more sip before we go. The old iron lighthouse casts a rotating beam across the dark Atlantic Sea, a faithful guardian guiding maritime travelers back to where they ought to be. I stand upon the wooden pier, breathing the salty maritime atmosphere, watching the distant cargo ships slowly drop anchor as they draw near. My sailboat glides smoothly past the rocky breakwater boundary line, following the crimson and emerald markers that indicate safety divine. After months of exploring treacherous global currents and uncharted space, I'm finally returning to the comfort and sanctuary of your sweet embrace. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor. Guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, and in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights, the anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Hurricanes near the unpredictable Cape of Good Hope, felt the terrifying power of massive waves testing my vessel's rope. But no oceanic triumph matches the profound relief I experience now as I step onto the stable dock and fulfill my silent homecoming vow. I secure the thick hemp lines to the iron cleats with absolute precision, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance vision. We don't need to roam the wide planet searching for a hidden treasure chest, when this quiet coastal village offers the ultimate spirit to rest. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical journey, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor. Guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar drops deep into the fertile mud of a peaceful bay, as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Geographic spot free from constant migratory frustration. We can dismantle the sails and let the engine completely cool down. Tonight we are just two grateful citizens of this quiet coastal town, safe on the shore, roaming no more. The voyage is done, a new life drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay, as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Harbor lights shining so clear, knowing that you are finally here. Welcome home. The late afternoon sun dips below the western mountain peak, casting a magnificent saffron illumination upon everything we seek. I sit on the hilltop, watching the long shadows stretch across the lawn, feeling a deep gratitude for the beautiful path we are currently on. The harsh glare of the midday stress has completely expired, replaced by a comfort and warmth that leaves our spirits inspired. I open up my vintage instrument case, catching the radiant ray, an exquisite sonic celebration to conclude this memorable day. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold. Basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. I've performed under 1,000,000 synthetic stadium halogen lamps, spent freezing nights in uncomfortable muddy backstage camps, but no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into a sacred immortal highway. The gentle breeze carries the sweet fragrance of blossoming clover, and reassuring confirmation that our long spiritual winter is finally over. Your hand rests upon my shoulder, completely steady and strong, providing the absolute reassurance that this is where I belong. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. Let the night approach. We are no longer afraid of the dark. We've captured a permanent fragment of this celestial spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust, a beautiful masterpiece that will never dissolve into dust. See the sun sink on the majestic brink. The light is so pure, our future is sure, basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. Golden hour, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful, permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. Neon sign flashes through the condensation on the saloon window pane. Bartender is polishing old glasses, trying to ignore the sound of the rain. You walked in with your collar up, smelling of tobacco, smoke, and gasoline. The most intriguing gentleman this sleepy southern lounge has ever seen. I took a stool right beside you, kicking off the mud from my leather boots. Two weary travelers searching for a place to replant our severed roots. I ordered a double pour of that dark amber elixir from Kentucky's finest hill. We didn't say a single word, but the restless world suddenly stood still. There is a sweet intoxication in the way our glances collide and mesh, a primal current circulating underneath the surface of our mortal flesh. We are drinking down the worries that we no longer wish to possess. Oh, sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim-lit sanctuary tonight, with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. I spent years chasing phantom fortunes across the Mississippi Delta plains, blinded by ambition, bound tight by invisible emotional chains. But one sip of your laughter completely shattered my cynical defense, bringing back a long-lost feeling of innocence and spiritual sense. My fingers trace the rim of the glass as you spin a fascinating tale of broken stages, midnight trains, and highways lost in a foggy veil. Your voice has the texture of velvet mixed with gravel from the road, slowly lifting from my shoulders a heavy, multi-generational load. There is a sweet intoxication in the way our glances collide and mesh, a primal current circulating underneath the surface of our mortal flesh. We are drinking down the worries that we no longer wish to possess. Oh, sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim-lit sanctuary tonight, with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. Southern sky, we don't need a guarantee of tomorrow or a permanent golden vow. We just need this intoxicating salvation in the absolute here and now. Just a little taste, no need for foolish haste. Let the warmth spread deep inside, nowhere left to hide. Oh, sweet bourbon, smooth down the jagged edges of this long day. Let the liquid honey wash our collective anxieties and regrets away. An acoustic guitar serenading our souls in this dim-lit sanctuary tonight, with you by my side. Even the deepest darkness feels warm and bright. Sweet bourbon, keeping the cold world at bay, just wash it all away. One more sip before we go. the blinds, casting a pale yellow line across the breakfast table where our paths intertwine. A white porcelain mug sits untouched between our hands, a silent monument to our crumbling, unspoken plans. I stare at the dark liquid, watching the steam disappear, leaving behind a bit of film, mirroring my deepest fear. We used to talk for hours while the brew was piping hot. Now we are trapped in a silence that time forgot. The warmth has evaporated from this sacred morning routine, leaving us stranded in a dull, predictable machine, staring at the remnants of what we used to mean, left with nothing but cold coffee and a pocket full of sighs, looking at the world through two exhausted, empty eyes. The caffeine can't wake up a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer wish to keep. I remember the diner where we first locked eyes, ordering breakfast specials under neon blue skies. The world was vibrant, the coffee was cheap and strong. We never anticipated anything could go so wrong. Now we sit in this expensive kitchen, completely alone. Our conversations have taken on a frozen tone. We pour more sugar, trying to mask the bitter taste of all these precious years we allowed to go to waste. The warmth has evaporated from this sacred morning routine, leaving us stranded in a dull, predictable machine, staring at the remnants of what we used to mean, left with nothing but cold coffee and a pocket full of sighs, looking at the world through two exhausted, empty eyes. The caffeine can't wake up a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer wish to keep. Kitchen sink, take a step back from the edge and finally think, is there a way to reheat the fire we used to share? Or are we just ghosts trapped in a cycle of despair? It's getting cold, we are growing old. The flavor has died, nothing left inside, left with nothing but cold.